me. Hi.
It's me. Hi.
So today I'm here to talk about a controversy in the Taylor Swift fandom. I'm not usually one to talk about controversial things or things that are like conflict. I don't like conflict. I really hate things like that, and so I'm usually avoidant of it. But I feel like this is really important, and I wanted to put my thoughts out there because I've had a lot of them the past couple days, and I've written everything down, and I have a whole bunch to say. So I guess let's just get started. So today I'm talking about the Gaylor community. So if you don't know what the Gaylor community is, it's a minority community within the Swifty community, within the Taylor Swift fandom, the Swifty community, that believes that Taylor is queer in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's gay, whether that's bi, they think she is queer. And recently, I've seen a rise in the Gaylor community numbers and seen more about it, basically, especially on TikTok. And I don't know if that's just I've happened to suddenly see it or if it's been around for longer than this and I'm just now tuning in. But there's a rise, I think it's on the rise. And so my first personal experience with the Gaylor community was on September 28th. I posted a video on my TikTok, celebrating Taylor and Joe's anniversary. If you don't know, Taylor covered a song this September, and she changed the lyrics from do you remember the 12th night of September to do you remember the 28th night of September. And so the Swiftie community largely accepts that that's Taylor and Joe's anniversary, and that's why she changed it, and that's what it signals. So I posted that, and I just said, happy anniversary, Taylor and Joe, love you guys, whatever. And someone commented, LOL, we are not allowed to speculate on her love life, I thought, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, or only if it's about a boy, at Taylor Swift, at Carly Kloss, at Kyla. I was amused when I first got this comment. I was like, okay. I haven't gotten many hate comments or controversial comments on YouTube or TikTok or anything just because I don't have an audience that warrants it. I don't have enough viewers to even warrant any comments, let alone hate comments. I know that most people who comment things on the internet like this, they're not gonna change their mind. No random argument on the internet with a stranger is going to change a stranger's mind. So I'm kind of just whatever. I'm not engaging. So I got this comment and I didn't engage, but I kind of really wanted to. I really want to say something about this. I kind of had it in the back of my mind for a while. And then last night, I was scrolling Instagram and Gaylor stuff just kept popping up on my feed. And I just got more and more frustrated as I saw these things, and I was like, I need to say something about this. So then I was talking with my best friend about it, and then I just wrote this letter to another friend explaining my whole issues with it and explaining the whole situation. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make a YouTube video about this because that's something I'm really passionate about, and Taylor in general is something I'm really passionate about. Also, I'm aware that I'm entering a hot topic zone, and I'm embracing that. Taylor's taught me that you need to speak up for what you believe in, even if you get hate for it. So I'm gonna do that. So that's the context of all this. First, just respond to that comment itself, the comment I read you that I got. LOL, we are not allowed to speculate on her love life, I thought. So let's respond to that part first. I agree. We're not supposed to speculate on our love life. I am someone who doesn't, there's a huge trend in the Swiftie community and surrounding Taylor Swift in general of speculating about who songs are about, who's dating, and just all the speculation about all that throughout her whole career. That's been a massive part of her career. But at this point, I think it's very clear and stable that she's dating Joe and that they have a stable relationship. And that's been confirmed by her. That's confirmed. That's not speculating to say, oh, she's dating Joe Almond. That's confirmed. And so I'm not speculating about her love life. I'm speculating about a specific date of an anniversary. I guess that could be what I could be speculating is the 28th night of September. She hasn't come out and said, that's Joe and I's anniversary. So I guess that could be considered speculation. but she's also hinted at it pretty clearly. What you doing, Susie? And I think there's a huge difference between speculating about who she's dating versus speculating about a random little detail within a relationship that's confirmed. So that's my first point. And then, or only if it's about a boy. So then this commenter is saying, so it's okay if you speculate about a heterosexual relationship, but we can't speculate about woman loving woman relationships, is what she's saying. Okay, before I go any further, I also want to say I am queer. I identify as asexual and pan-romantic. But I know that people can be queer and still homophobic or transphobic or whatnot. So I know that people can still definitely call me out and be like, Kyla, you're being homophobic. I really don't. That's a big argument Gaylors use when people come after them, is to say, you're being homophobic if you don't think Taylor's gay, or if you come at us for thinking Taylor's gay. And I really don't see that argument. I don't get it. I am very sensitive to homophobia. I grew up in a very strict religion that is very homophobic. And so I know homophobia when I see it, I would say. And defending celebrities' right to privacy is not homophobic. I'm sorry, it's not. So anyway, so I think there is a big difference between, not a big difference, they're both speculation and they're both crossing a line, I think. But I think there is a difference between speculating about Taylor Swift dating boys versus speculating about Taylor Swift dating girls. Because Taylor is confirmed to be interested in boys. I know there's Gaylors out there who say that it's all a lie and a ploy and it's fake. But to most people, who are not conspiracy theorists, she is confirmed to be in love with men in the past, she's confirmed to date men, she's confirmed to be interested in men. So I think it's one thing to speculate about her dating a man, and it's another thing to speculate about her dating a woman when she's never confirmed that she's interested in women. She's explicitly said, please stop acting like a confirmed woman. I'll come to that in a little bit. In her 2014 tweet, I think that's crossing even a further line than already. Speculating in general is crossing a line, but speculating about her being in love with women when she's explicitly asked us to stop and said, I'm not interested in women, I think that's crossing a line. So now let's talk about what Taylor said. The 2014 tweet, on December 8th, 2014, Taylor tweeted, as my 25th birthday present from the media, I'd like for you to stop accusing all my friends of dating me. #thirsty. This came amidst a lot of rumors of her dating Karlie Kloss, one of her best friends at the time. In the 1989 era, her and Karlie Kloss were seen together a lot, and were pretty clearly best friends. There is a picture of her supposedly kissing Karlie Kloss. This is the part I've done the least research into, mostly because it's a paparazzi picture. It was taken without her consent, and so I don't feel like it's fair or valid or right to discuss it or use it in anything. I don't think it's fair to explore that. And I'll talk about this later too, but I just don't think it's right or fair to be speculating about her sexuality in general, regardless of the evidence. I don't care what evidence there is, unless she comes out and says something herself of her own volition. I don't think it's fair to speculate. I know that's a hot take. Okay, so from Swifty Plantica, I'll put the name up here. From Swifty Plantica on TikTok, she said, and she made this whole argument about, I forget what the term is called, but about this theory that the most obvious answer is usually correct. So then she says, or they say, saying 8 years ago that she wanted the media to stop accusing her friends of dating her after she was caught on camera kissing Karlie Kloss makes perfect sense if you understand at the time she was a closeted queer woman, and at that time, 8 years ago, did not want the general public thinking she was dating Karlie Kloss. This doesn't make sense to me. This does not seem like the most obvious solution. What makes sense to me is saying 8 years ago that she wanted the media to stop accusing her friends of dating her means she wants the media to stop accusing her friends of dating her. I don't care. You can debate all day long. Please don't. But we could debate all day long about, was she dating Karlie Kloss? Wasn't she? Did she tweet this to try and distill the rumors when she was in the closet? We can debate that all day long. I don't think that's relevant. I think what's relevant is she specifically asked us to stop talking about it. And here we are 8 years later still talking about it. I think that's inappropriate. I think that crosses the boundary. I think that crosses a line. I think that's unfair to Taylor. And I don't think it shows respect to her. Like, if you respected this woman, you would listen to what she said, regardless of your personal theories, you know? So then the biggest, hottest take, the reason why this is a hot topic right now and things have been rising in intensity in the Gaylor community and fandom. What are you doing, Susie? Because Taylor released a behind the song video for her upcoming album Midnights, and in the video she references her 6-year relationship with Joe, and people felt like Gaylor specifically felt like she was basically giving ammunition to Gaylor haters, for them to attack Gaylors for their theories.
And I think a lot of people have to deal with this now, not just like quote unquote public figures, because we live in the era of social media, and if the world finds out that you're in love with somebody, they're gonna weigh in on it. Like my relationship for 6 years, we've had to dodge weird rumors, tabloid stuff, and we just ignore it. And so this song is sort of about the act of ignoring that stuff to protect the real stuff.
Hi, this is Editing Kyla. I've been watching more TikTok since I filmed this video, and I wanted to add a couple things. I wanted to add that I didn't know about the rich cultural history surrounding the term lavender and the color purple within the queer community, specifically the lesbian community. That being said, I do understand how that could be offensive, and is offensive to an extent to Gaylors who are lesbian and feel like Taylor is making the rich history of the color lavender mainstream. And so I respect that feeling of hurt and harm that's done there. However, I don't think that queer people should own the color lavender. I think that it should be allowed to be used in another way. I don't think it needs to be black and white. I don't think it needs to be all or nothing. I think lavender can still have its rich queer history and be used as a term to signify being in love in a romantic relationship, regardless of the sexuality of the romantic relationship. The other thing I saw is that people were saying that Swifty's considering the weird rumors in the video to be about Gaylors is homophobic, that it's homophobic to associate the word weird rumors with rumors about Taylor being gay. And I see the point there, but I would argue that the weird rumors aren't about her being queer or her sexuality being fluid or anything like that, about her dating women. I don't think that's what she was referring to. I don't think that's what Swifties are saying she's referring to. I think people are saying it's the fact that they're saying Joe's a beard and their relationship is fake. That's what I think the weird rumors are, and that's not homophobic. Like, that is a weird rumor to say someone's relationship is fake and that they're actually secretly gay. That's a weird rumor. That's not homophobic to say that. So those are my thoughts that I wanted to add, and I wanted to just send my respects to the Gaylor community, because I also saw a bunch of things saying that she's queerbaiting and that she's abused, like she's using the gay community to sell her music, sell her merch, sell things, and that she's using the gay community and like baiting them to become bigger and more popular. And that'd be terrible if she was, and it would really hurt if that happened and she did that. Like, that'd be awful. But honestly, I think you're just seeing what you want to see. I don't think she's queerbaiting. I think people have a tendency to read too much into things, especially with Taylor Swift. Heaven knows her Easter eggs usually aren't that deep. Like, Lover, the title for the Lover music video was literally in the music video. It wasn't Kaleidoscope, it wasn't anything like that. It was literally Lover, which was a giant neon sign in the music video. She paints her nails in the colors of Lover in the Delicate music video. Like, she doesn't do things that crazy with her real important clues. I think we take things a lot out of context a lot, and in more ways than just her being queer or not. I think Swifties have a tendency to make up crazy theories. We are clown area street. We are clowns. I fully accept that. And I think we see what we want to see, and I think it hurts when what we see is wrong, and not what we were hoping for, and I understand that, but I don't think we should be coming after for Taylor for any of this. I think Taylor opened up about a relationship in which she's usually very closed and private about, and Swifty's freaking out about that, regardless of which side of the fence you're on, is just going to shut her down further. I think we all need to calm down. Everyone, making this video, I feel even weird posting about this because I'm like, should I even add fuel to the fire? But I think we just need to calm down and love Taylor for who she is and stop looking for things that aren't there. People have been freaking out about Lavender Hayes and her saying this. I was going to cite a specific video I watched last night about this, but the video has since been deleted and I can't find I didn't download it. I didn't think to download it. So I don't know where to find a downloaded version of it.
Your goddamn boyfriend who don't leave the house is one, that you're engaged, and two, that he's a beard because you're gay. Obviously being engaged isn't a weird rumor, so you're coming at us right now? Are you kidding me? Us Gaylors, we are Ukraine, Taylor. You just handed Russia nuclear bomb. You say the rumor.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
People going so far as to say her relationship with Joe is fake, I think that is crossing so many lines. Like, so many lines. Like, we have so many songs expressing how much she loves Joe and how important Joe is to her. And we have so much evidence for how beautiful and loving their relationship is. And we also have tons of evidence of how she's really scared about letting people see her and Joe's relationship. Like dancing with her hands tied. She's terrified of the media and society breaking their relationship. There people still are attacking them and saying it's fake and like trying to break apart their relationship, basically. That is just so disrespectful to me and insensitive and rude, like frankly rude, and it really makes me sad. Okay, second to last thought. Ultimately, I just don't think it's our business. If Taylor is queer and closeted, it's not our place to out her. Not to mention, piling up mountains of evidence to out someone is never kind, regardless if they're a celebrity or not. I believe a lot of the Gaylor community is queer, and when they were closeted, if they were ever closeted, I would ask them, how would you have felt if someone was piling up mountains of evidence trying to out you? That's not kind or endearing. Like, that's hostile, you know? I want to start by quoting some from Miss Americana. So at around an hour and a minute into Miss Americana, Taylor has the discussion with her dad and her team about why she needs to speak up about the midterm elections and support the Tennessee Democratic candidates. She says, so her dad says, what if they write Taylor Swift comes out against Trump? And Taylor says, I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right. And you guys, I need to be on the right side of history. And then she starts like tearing up. Like, she is very passionate about this. We saw in Miss Americana how much she cares about this. I just really want you to know that this is important to me. It really is a big deal for me. Then she tearily explains what Marsha Blackburn, the Tennessee Republican candidate, stands for. And then she says, those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am a Christian. That's not what we stand for. I need to do this. I need you to just, Dad, I just need you to forgive me for doing it because I'm doing it. And then in the next scene, when she's actually posting it with Tree Payne, talking to her, Taylor says, if I get bad press for saying, don't put a homophobic racist in office, then I get bad press for that. I really don't care. I think that it is so frilly and spineless of me to stand on stage and go, Happy Pride Month, you guys, and then not say this when someone's literally coming for their neck. I'm sorry I'm playing with a pair of scissors. This is just sitting and I'm just fiddling. Let me play with something less threatening. How about some chapstick? And then towards the end of the video, at 1 hour 17 minutes, she says, I feel really good about not feeling muzzled anymore. And it was my own doing. And it's time to take the masking tape off of my mouth, like forever. So I think that when people know all this, see Taylor's passion and need to stand up for what's right and be honest about what is important to her, I think when people see this and know this and then still go on to say that she is hiding something from us that's important to her, as important to being queer, and that she is like she can't come out with it, like that she's being forced to be in the closet. I think it's just really disrespectful of how far she's come with her power and her voice and her position in society as a powerful woman in music. Like, to say that she would be closeted and forced to stay in the closet when she didn't want to is just undermining everything that we know about her and all the power we know she holds and how much she uses her own voice. Like, the Taylor I know wouldn't hide the fact that she was gay. Like, the Taylor I know this far in her career would not still be staying in the closet if she was queer. If she wanted to come out, she would. I don't think there is anything logically holding Taylor back from coming out. Would she receive backlash? 100%. But would it be any worse than what she experienced in 2016 or 2018? I don't think so. I don't think it would. And so I think she's in such a strong place in her career that I don't think it would drag her down that far. And so I think if she wanted to come out, she would have come out by now. And the fact that she hasn't indicates to me that she is either is bi and just doesn't find it relevant to her current relationship because of her current relationship, or she's straight and tired of people accusing her relationship of being fake. Like I said, just making the argument that she's trapped in the closet is diminutive to me. Like, that undermines her power, diminishes her voice. It's insulting to me, like it is. And it's not insulting because being gay is an insult. I think it's insulting because suggesting she's trapped in somewhere she doesn't want to be is an insult. I think she's shown to us that she will stand up for whatever she wants to stand up for. And if she wanted to stand up and say, I'm gay, she would. But she hasn't. And she hasn't because she's not. And regardless, even if she is, and she's asked us to stop, and she hasn't said she is. So we have no right to go around theorizing and debating and arguing. And Taylor Swift is a strong, powerful, independent woman. And she deserves to be respected for that. And her wishes deserve to be respected too. Her saying she's sick and tired of the rumors is her asking you to please stop. And I get wanting to have representation in the media, and having someone as big as Taylor be a representation for the gay community would be huge. I get that. But like, that also sends this message that you would love her more if she was gay, which is just harmful. We should love her regardless of her sexuality. I wanted to put my thoughts out there, not to shame anyone, but to plead with people to please think about what you say, think about what you do, think about whose side you're supposed to be on and whose side you really should be on, which is Taylor's side always. We're all on Taylor's side. We should all be on Taylor's side regardless of where you fall on if she's gay or not. You should be on Taylor's side. And if you were on Taylor's side, honor her wishes and not push her and try to label her or assume she's something when she's not. When she's asked us to stop and when she said she's not. Okay, those are my thoughts. Thanks for listening if you watched this whole thing. Please let me know if there's anything else you think I missed that is super significant. And just want Gaylors to know that I don't hate any of you. It's not in my nature to hate people. I get annoyed with opinions that are put out there, and I get annoyed with cultures as a whole. But I know that none of you have bad intentions. At least I hope none of you have bad intentions. And I know that it just comes down to wanting to be represented, and conspiracy theories are fun. I get it. Conspiracy theories are super fun. It's fun to theorize and look at, and Easter eggs are fun. Like, all that is fun. I get it. But when it's crossing a line, I think you need to think about what's best for Taylor and what's hurting Taylor and harming Taylor, and stop. Okay, thanks. Love you all.